Hi, my name is Reese and I'm the product designer here at All Star Caddie. I've been playing golf pretty much my whole life and it's my favorite sport in the world, and I'm super excited today to bring you our latest product, the All Star Caddie Alignment Aid.
Stop. This is an origin story. Rewind the tape. It was an ordinary day in 2019 and I was out playing golf. It did not go well. After reviewing my round, I worked out that I had a total of 38 putts, of which 7 were 3 putts. Now my job is a product designer, so I made it my personal challenge to fix my golf game. I started with a golf ball and putting, and like a mad scientist I just started drawing different shapes and patterns all over the golf ball. Now I'd putted with a line before, it never really helped with my pace control. I even brought some big brand golf balls with alignment patterns on them, but they were too expensive for 12 golf balls. After some time I made a prototype of my favorite pattern and a ball marker, and I went up to the course with my camera to see if I could beat my putting record. This is the start of All Star Caddie and the Alignment Aid. Fast forward through my winter of experimentation with golf balls, and I'm back out on the golf course. Now today, as I said, this is all about my putting challenge, so I'm just trying to beat 38 putts. So you'll see in the score on the top right, that's how many putts I've had so far. I couldn't film on the first hole, unfortunately, so we're starting this on the second. Thank goodness we're not counting my actual full stroke because everything was a little wonky coming out of winter, but my putting was the only thing I'd been practicing and experimenting with this prototype, so I was excited to get out onto the course. Now on this first putt here, I really want you to focus on the golf ball. Now this is exactly what I found that no other alignment aid would allow me to see, and that is the golf ball clearly rolling end over end, but then also these little triangles that I've put on the side help with my pace control. Now I did come up a little short, but starting to judge the green speeds instantly after only 2 holes in, that was pretty much a success for me. Now on to the third. This is a very short par 4, and as you can kind of see here, it's pretty windy, so we had to do some funky chips through a little gap to then chip again, which, well, it just flew by. So the ball marker is really great because it allows you to pick a line, stand back, have a look at it, and if you're happy with that line, you then just match it up with the golf ball. It gives you so much reassurance that the way that your golf ball is lined up now is exactly how you wanted it. You can look at it from all sorts of different angles, and if you commit to that line, you stand over the golf ball, you know that that line is the starting line that you really want. Now we're going back into the wind, and I tend to fade the golf ball, so this is a perfect hole for me as it's a slight dog leg round to the right. And then smack bang in the middle of the fairway, I managed to produce an all-time shank to then come up short, to then duff a chip short. After I chip up, so you can see here that my feet are way below the ball. So I'm assuming it's going to turn right to left. But unfortunately, for whatever reason, it stayed perfectly straight. Once again though, the instant feedback of the triangles and the line rolling end over end was great to see because I knew that I hit my exact line that I intended. It was just a misread. And those are just what you have to learn. That's part of golf. Happy with a 2-putt there. This is probably one of the best tee shots I hit all day. I remember hitting it and thinking, damn, I can play golf, this is easy. So my approach shot, I managed to put to about a foot, and I had this for an easy 1-putt. Again, watch the triangles roll end over end, hit my line, just a slight misread. But now you'll notice that I'm going just past the hole, and that's because I'm managing finally to pick up green speeds, which is something that I really struggled with last season, and I feel like I'm starting to get much better with the help of the alignment aid. So here we have a par 3, just missed the green left, but I was pretty happy because it was pin high. Time for a chip. Honestly, thought it was in the whole way until it bounced and somehow kicked off to the left. Don't know how that happened. Magic, I guess. Here using the ball marker, lining it up. And I'm pretty happy with the way that this line looks. Once again, please forgive my camera skills. I know I'm covering the hole. End over end, little fist bump. Tells you all you need to know. It's a 1-putt. Very happy. And that's something that I just know that I struggled with so much before, and I know that I have a bunch of my friends have, people that I play golf with. They tend to argue about whether you should use a line on a golf ball or not. And people who do use a line, they often say that, well, you stand over the top of it and then, you know, it doesn't really feel like it's right or anything. And that's how the ball marker came to be. It just gives you that extra reassurance that it's definitely what you want. So this was a difficult one because I managed to chip long, and then it's a 2-tier green, so I had to come up. Just managed to get past the hole, easy tap in, 2-putt. Very happy with this because it is a slopey green, and having a 2-putt here is really quite a success. 8th hole, bombed a drive down there. Was a little worried I'd run into the bunker, but was actually short of it. Then had another chip, and then this putt downhill slider from right to left. Line it up. Feel pretty good about my green speeds and pace control now, so it's just about whether I can read the green. Step up, hit a confident stroke, and just burnt the edge. Once again though, getting myself a nice foot to 2 feet just past the hole for an easy back tap in for a 2-putt. Par 3 now, and from the tee shot, I honestly thought this was really good. It went right over the flag, just turned out to be a little long and it rolled out. So then I was in the back fringe, so I couldn't line this one up, it was just on feel. But in all honesty, I hit it pretty much where I wanted to, just unfortunately didn't break. Now I did line this one up, it's only a foot away, but I was a little nervous about it. And that's another thing that I really like about this, is that if you're sure where your line, those little short putts, you just trust the line, and as long as you hit it right, it will go where you want it. So there we go, my putting score after 9 holes is 17 putts. I knocked off 5 strokes from improving my putting game. That gave me such confidence going into the back 9 holes. Managed to somehow produce the best chip shot of my whole round to about 2 feet, which I lined up and snuck in the side door. One amazing out of nowhere shot, and that's exactly what golf is. It just keeps you addicted with these odd moments of glory. Now, driver was getting a little uncomfortable after that 10th tee shot into the woods, so I decided to go with a 3-wood, and lo and behold, it just ran and ran and ran, and I managed to break a tree line, have a little gap where I had to hybrid out. Wasn't mad about the 3-wood, to be honest. It was just sort of one of those ones where it just kept running. Now this one, I was just on the edge of the green. I can't explain anything other than I was just really confident. I was happy with the line. I went up, putt my stroke, and boom! Single putt, probably my favorite putt of the day. Felt really good. Could see it going in the whole way. Next one, this is my nemesis hole. I hate this hole. It's the 12th. It's over water. Bunker's short. Bunker's long. Short is just death though, so you pretty much have to go a little bit long. That's your bail. Went long. Again, chipping starting to come into its own here. Chipped it close. Easy tap in. 1 putt. 13th. The wind seemed to die off a bit, so I really gave this 3-wood as much as I could. And it went perfectly into the middle of the fairway. Next, resorting to the trusty hybrid from the middle of the fairway. Managed to pull out a big old hook slinger. Really tried to give it everything I could. This is a par 5, but still managed to come up short. My chip got a little away from me, so then I had this horrible slidey top of the hill. Again, right to left seems to be the theme of the day. And the theme of the day also just didn't break until after the hole where it suddenly swept down. So, lined this one up, a little tester, now going left to right, back slightly up the hill probably. Easy tap in though, was pretty happy with that. 2 putt. Now the score is 22 putts going into the 14th hole. 14th with the win. This is definitely drivable, but unfortunately didn't really get all of it. Ended up just sort of short in the left rough. Had a chip up to a bubble green, and this is my least favorite green on the whole course because it just is a huge dome essentially. So my chip went over, this chip came close, and then this is the putt that I really don't like because again, as I explained, it's a bubble green, so pace is everything on this. I line it up, I hit a really good line, but I did wimp out. The green psychologically beat me, but it was an easy tap in for 2. Here I'm just showing you if I hit this any harder, it just rolls and it will go all the way off the green, and that's exactly what I was frightened of. So coming up short, I did wimp out, but 2 putt, can't really complain. Was really happy on the 15th hole to see that all my fans had come out to see me. Tee shot as well, took my trusty forehand, straight down the middle. Was pretty happy with that. Next I had about 120 in, so I decided to go at it with my 52-degree wedge, but unfortunately did just come up short. Don't know if there was a bit of a high breeze or something that I misjudged. But again, my chipping really had started to warm up. And this one I did line up as well, just a confidence boost again. Don't want to miss these little short ones, but lined it up, putt the line, went in, easy 1 putt. Now this 16th, another par 3 that I genuinely thought I could have holed out here. It seemed to bounce right on line with the flag and just roll past. Would have loved to have seen where it did land exactly, but you know, that's golf. Sometimes you think it's in, but it's just not quite. Had this long putt coming back down, and I think the same as the tee shot, I just burnt the edges of the hole. But again, distance control, I was so happy with this. All day was my main thing, distance control. Just get it a foot to 2 feet just past the hole. Easy 2-putt, off we go. On to the 17th, amazing tee shot, was super happy with this. And then my camera died. I will tell you the remaining scores. On the 17th, after that amazing drive, I had a pretty good approach shot to about 12 foot, and I managed a 2-putt. And on the 18th, managed a 2-putt. So my overall score was 31 putts with 0 3-putts, compared to my 38 putts on my previous round with 7 3-putts. So there we have it. That's the origin story and the first round with the prototype of the All Star Caddie alignment aid. If you want to purchase your own All Star Caddie alignment aid, it is available at allstarcaddie.com. Also follow us on all social medias at All Star Caddie. Have a great day, everyone. We'll see you in the next video.